Okay, hi everyone. Here's your Chapter 3 test. Alright, make sure you put your name on the top and the date, whatever the day is you're taking this. And you got answers over here, answer blanks over here on the right hand side. Make sure you put your answers there. Do any work that you need to. Maybe if you need another sheet of paper, that's okay too. So let's get started here. We're going to take a look at this picture first and foremost. This would be point D here, and this is E down here. Maybe on your paper you can see it easily, but for the sake of our video, let's do it there. Okay, so number one, name 3 lines that appear parallel with CD. So if this is CD right here, name 3 lines. So for example, remember when you're naming a line, you're going to say, this is just an example, like line X, Y. You put the little line symbol above it. But then you should have 3 others, or 2 others, to make 3 lines total. Okay, so parallel, alright, remember what parallel lines are, and this is the guy up here in the top corner, CD, right here. Number 2, it says name 2 lines that are skew with GH. So, if we go back here, let's highlight GH. There's GH. Give me 2 lines that are skew. Remember, skew, they're not on the same plane. Alright, but they could be parallel or not parallel. They just can't be on the same plane. They can't touch. Number 3 says name a plane. Key word right here, plane. A plane is a side. And remember, when you write the name of a plane, you're going to say like H, I, and J. You're going to use 3 letters to name a plane. But you want to name a plane that's parallel with ABE. Now, ABE is over here. It's like this side panel. So who would be parallel? Just one plane. And number 4 says name a line that is perpendicular with AB. So here's AB right here. Who's going to be perpendicular? Remember what perpendicular means. Alright? Just one line. Number 5 and 6, we would basically want to say, what can you conclude, or what can you say about angle 1 and angle 2, given that AB are parallel? So A, B are parallel, perpendicular. They're perpendicular. They intersect here. So remember what perpendicular lines are. They make a certain type of angle. And in number 5, here's 1, here's 2. So what could we say about these 2 lines, or these 2 angles together? What's something you could conclude about that? Same way over here in number 6, but you got 1 and 2 here. What is it that we could say about this whole big angle? Alright, so think about perpendicular lines. How many degrees are in a perpendicular angle? So that's number 5 and 6. Number 7, directions read, find the value of x, given that RS is perpendicular to TU. Then use the value of x to find the measure of angle STU. Okay, so here's your perpendicular lines. Okay, but we want you to be able to tell us first. You're gonna have 2 answers here. How many degrees is x right here? And how many degrees is x right here? If you find one, you got the other one, right? And then we want you to tell us how many degrees is STV? So STV. How many degrees is this right here? Key part here is that you got a 90-degree angle right there. That should help you out. In number 8, again, here we need to figure out the value of x. This angle right here is 2x plus 18. This angle here is 2x. These two together make a certain type of angle. This guy here kind of gives you an indication. So I would add this one and this one to equal that. Find the value of x. Then, what's STV? So STV. How many degrees is this? Alright, so you're going to have two answers. The value of x and how many degrees those angles are in number 7 and 8. Okay, 9, 10, 11, and 12. They're going to give you two angles. You just kind of tell us what's the relationship. Now I'm going to give you a little word bank here. Your choices are either going to be corresponding, alternate, interior, alternate, exterior, or same side, interior. Okay? So number 9, it's angle 2 and angle 6. Alright, again, 2 and 6. Which of those four are they? Number 10. If you need to pause, hit pause. Number 10, it's 3 and 6. Again, 3 and 6. Number 11, it's 1 and 8. Again, 1 and 8. What kind of angles are those? And then 4 and 6 in number 12. 4 and 6. Number 13 and 14, they want us to find the measurement of angle 1. Alright? So they give you this one here that's 37 degrees. You should be able to figure out what some of these other ones are. Okay, and also remember, these make a straight line. So if this one's 37, what's that one going to be if they make a straight line? Figure this other guy out right here first, and then you should be able to figure out all the rest of the angles using what you know about alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side interior, or corresponding angles. Also, one thing, don't forget vertical angles, angles that are back to back to each other. They're going to be congruent. So that's number 13. 14 here, they give you, this one's 109. So again, I would figure out how many degrees this one is, because together they make a straight line. Alright, you know how many degrees are in a straight line. Then use what you know to figure out what the measure of angle 1 is. Look and see what kind of angles these are. Alright, same way here. What kind of angles are these? Okay guys, and now page 2, as an old radio show host used to say, his name was Paul Harvey. I used to listen to him when I was a kid. We need to find the value of x and y, alright, which is not a big difference from the last two problems. You need to figure out everything anyhow. So again, you're told this one's 57, alright. I just right away would figure out what's this guy. Then make a straight line. How many degrees is a straight line? And once you figure this out, that's the only two numbers you need, is this one and this one. Okay, and number 16, this one's 50 and this one's 5y. And here's x right here. So figure out how many degrees x is first. Again, they make a straight line. And then, again, use your knowledge of vertical angles and corresponding alternate interior, alternate exterior. to figure out how many degrees this one is. Alright, now you need to figure out x and y, so you should have two answers for 15 and 16. Let's scroll down and let's look at 17, 18, 19, 20. The directions read, explain how to show that M and M are parallel. State any theorems or postulates you would use. Okay, guys, theorems, postulates, just tell me, are they corresponding angles, alternate interior, alternate exterior, same side interior, two lines are parallel to the same line, something like that. Those would be the ones I would use here. So 17, you got an angle here and here. Now M and N are parallel, but how would you explain it? Okay. And again, let me give you a little word bank here off to the side. Okay, I would use either corresponding angles. You could say, is it two lines parallel to the same line? That's going to be one of them. Or is it same side interior? Or is it perpendicular lines? Those are your choices. Use that as like a word bank for 17, 18, 19, 20, okay? So once you're done with that, we'll zoom in and we'll look at the last two questions on the test. You're to describe the translation using words. So here is the original. Here's the original. Okay, the dotted one is the new shape. Tell us how many units is it changing. Okay. How many units left or right, how many units up or down, using words. Okay. If you have any questions at all during your test, make sure you come see me. Otherwise, take your time, go back through anything if you need it, and do have a good rest of your day. Adios.